some people would call these little furniture kit sets cheating. I do not. I'll change it up. I'll paint it, whatever. But it's still building it myself. It's like a miniature IKEA, right? Yeah. So yeah, we're going to try to build a bookcase out of these bits and bobs. Off we go. Okay, that was fun. It's going to be perfect size for the spell cell, which I'm making into a library. And knowing how big those shelves are, how tall, it's going to be pretty handy when I'm making little books and stuff to put on the shelves. I've been looking at this. There are some things I'm going to change. I will be gluing it and painting it, and we won't torment you with all that detail. But yeah, there's a couple other things in there on that kit I think I can use for the spell cell and maybe some other rooms. But yeah, that's going to be fun. Something I can do, you know, quick after work and still make some progress. It's hard to work on other things after work when I'm tired. So yeah, there we go. So, as you can see, I've got quite a few of my tiles ready. I still have 6 that are drying because I've been playing with the layout, how I want this to look. And I think I finally decided on something. So before I went too far with this, I wanted to say hi. And we'll start videotaping the old laying of the tiles. I am no Ava Bentley, that's for darn sure. And if you don't know who Ava Bentley is, I highly recommend you go watch Bentley House Minis on YouTube. She's awesome. Um, like all my other floors, it's about this close to being how I wanted it. Again, this is very much a learning project. A lot of these things I have never done before, so I'm just puttering along and learning something. So hopefully the next project will be better. But I got a few other pieces I need to cut and fit, but they're not dry yet. So we're going to have to wait for that to happen for another day. And I am going to attempt, once again, to do some grout. I'm terrified to try it because this floor has taken so much time already, and I don't really want to mess it up any more than it already is. The whole thing is wonky, but I'm wonky. So anyway, I'll finish up this floor, and then maybe I will do some walls or something. I don't know. Okay, now that the terrifying part is done, and I did not completely destroy the floor, I can share with you what I did. I had to work quickly, and I didn't want to have to mess around with the camera and all that crapola. So I just went ahead and did it, and I will show you the result in a minute. I got a bag of perfect plaster. Just 1 pound. This will probably last me the rest of my life. For miniatures anyway. And just water, a little bit of black charcoal so that the plaster wasn't so bright white. And mixed it up. Put it in, used my hand so I could get it pressed in the corners and in the cracks. And yeah, so here we are. Here is the result. And you will note there's some sparkles on those black tiles now. I remembered that I had some sparkle paint. Black opal glitterific. So I tried it on an extra tile. I had a black one, and I really liked how it looked. And I'm gonna try that on the floor because it's supposed to be a ballroom, so it should be sparkly and pretty, right? Even if they are witches. And yeah, I really like it. And now I face a new dilemma. The baseboards and the trim around the stairs, I think, would look a lot better if it was this black glitter. But you know, that means having to either, one, rip it all apart, which I do not fancy doing, or two, hoping I have a steady enough hand to repaint those blue black. Yeah, all that blue, I like it, but I made a couple of black pieces for around the door. And quite frankly, I think it looks a whole lot better. And I could do the baseboard black. It's much more dramatic. So, decisions. Maybe I could just do this outer part black, easier to reach. I don't want to repaint the stairs. I like the stairs the blue, and leave the back part black or blue. And there's going to be a railing. There's also going to be a clock standing here. So maybe, I just don't know. It requires more thought. But that's where we are now. We got our final floor done. I'm still debating what to do with this mess, but I think it came out pretty good for a noob. And having never done this before, I'm happy with it. Okay, on to the next. Okay, decisions were made, steps were taken at about 6 o'clock this morning. Instead of messing around on Facebook and whatever, the decision was made to paint the trim black and do the glitter. So I will show you what I did this morning. Now, because of the weird angles, I had to turn this thing to paint that. I didn't record any of it. And I'm probably not going to record the actual glitterizing of it, which I'm going to do next. Because I have to turn the thing sideways and, you know, my head's in the way. You're not going to see anything anyway. But I have a piece of trim that goes under the stairs that I'm going to paint, and I'll glitter that too. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the result. And with that final little piece, we're done with the floor surface and all the baseboards of the Bats Ballroom of the Witch House. The next part will be wallpapering or creating whatever I'm going to create for the walls of the other 3 rooms. And that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.